field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
All right, let's go, baby.
First and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the
corner.
It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Trash.
At the line of scrimmage. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man,
big,
a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you...
Give me that!
And it's intercepted. Picked off inside.
Give me that! Give me that! Suck!
The 15-yard line.
Let's go get this TD.
Not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Got some room. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Jesus, he...
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On 2nd down, Elliott. A nice little jump. Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Elliott.
I'm going for it.
Gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh,
God!
Because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Baltimore's offense coming back onto the field. And for the Ravens, Charles, it's really no question that the season's put in at quarterback. He ran off 4 wins in his first 5 starts. The only loss in that stretch, overtime at Kansas City. And he really gave him life, didn't he?
He certainly did. And give credit to the Baltimore Ravens staff led by head coach John Harbaugh to not only make the change.
And he's taken down. Jalen Smith coming hard on the blitz. hits. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Trash.
What this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they
So
force
bad.
incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They got to hold up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Get out of here!
Incomplete. They're offensively, several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty?
God, bro.
What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from
I
both sides,
do.
no flag.
Oh.
Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
What?
Able to hook up there. It's
all right, whatever.
incomplete. A surprising
You already know
move
what play
here on
I'm
the
going.
opening drive
You already
of the
know.
game, and
You already
that
know.
will force a turnover on downs. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best.
Give me that!
To reduce some of those flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
So trash.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, count. 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
Effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And this is going to be caught.
Oh, so.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because...
Quick quiz.
Tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
See, that's why I don't do that play.
Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He's not going to do anything.
Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Jr.
No Jr. By the way, smart move because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people.
Well, I've seen it happen before. Not pretty, but not in this case.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's going deep.
Give me that, kid.
Fires one that's intercepted.
Give me that.
Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
I think normally we would talk about basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Again to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Prescott down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go. 47, 47. 41 right. 41 right. Right here. 41 right. Gun. 26.
4th down. Prescott. He's going to find
Touchdown!
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot
get
where
clamped,
you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But As you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays you can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a micro. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half. Prescott dancing to his left. Airing it out for Hearns. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Get it back in here.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, wide 80. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go, wide 80.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there on third down. 49 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Flush to his right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure.
Oh, wow.
That one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
All right, now look at 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now down around his goal line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball.
See, I hate when this fucking happens.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And the
Nope.
decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cuban related to the order.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Oh.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. And the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Wow.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 81 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground is usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Josh Morrow in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it,
wow,
you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
All right, let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they're running right through it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This works.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got to Cole Beasley.
Ah!
Touchdown.
Go.
Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 37 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Yeah, baby.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Giants taking the field again here. And, you know, this is a team that got off to that woeful 1-7 start. They rallied a bit in the second half of the season here to get a few wins, but I don't think playing spoiler is what Pat Shurmur had in mind for his first season.
No, I don't believe that as well, and I think there are a lot of visions of going from worst to first in their division with Pat Shurmur as the head coach in addition to Saquon Barkley and getting the offense back on track with Odell Beckham Jr. being healthy again. But I go back to the Saquon Barkley move, picking him number 2 in the draft last year. Still hear criticism that the Giants should have taken a quarterback and built that way. They took the best rookie in the draft who's played above expectations. I would make the same pick every single time and find a way to build around him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. The pitch goes to Barkley.
See, that's all he does.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Manning. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football.
Wow. Team should I be now? Give me the Rams. Low. Hey.
Wildwood on the rose bark couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
All right. Come on out. Hey. We go slide. 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, lift.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Goff now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going for it. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Score.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Oh, linebacker was just there.
Rashard Higgins from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Well, Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season, because they still have one of the best records in the NFL. But after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world. But they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback rating at Chicago and then again against Philadelphia in Week 15 definitely took a hit. They have not been the team we have seen before, and teams have figured out a little bit of a formula to make it harder on them offensively. But I wouldn't put it past head coach Sean McVay to get it figured out and get that team back on track. Because once they hit the playoffs, I still think they'll be a team that no one really wants to play.
11 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going to go for it. It's gone. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
Yes.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play fake to Gurley. Now gone. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Well, thinking about what the Cleveland Browns have been able to do this year, I guess not many places, not many franchises, if you're fighting around 500, would you be saying, hey, this is a giant leap forward? But this is a giant leap forward this year for Cleveland.
After years and years and years of false starts, it is a huge leap.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking to shot for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns. It just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
14.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Brandon Cooks, 89 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 30 yards. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
1st down, Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. Oh, some strong running. The 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.